Good morning, everybody. It's time for Morning Manna. And this morning, I continue in this whole series this week about storm-proofing your life and your leadership. I'll say it a third time. Storm-proofing your life and your leadership. That's what we're dealing with all week long. It's a reference to and pulling some content out of my book, Leading Through Storms, how successfully navigating ministry while maintaining your health. And just be mindful, really not just in a ministry piece, it's about life itself. In fact, I got a call from one of my classmates, high school counselor, and he said to me, "Hey, Bishop, man, I'm reading your book. I thought you had it easy." Yeah, he was blown away. He really was, because it was things that really helped in life. It really was helping him in life. And that's what it's all about. And that's what this week is all life in your leadership. This is today, part two, framework. Let me greet some folk and get into the word on this morning. How many of you glad to be here, glad to be on Morning Manna? You already know it's going to be the text, the talk, the takeaway, 5 minutes or less. Then you are going to have to share on this morning. Good morning, Deacon Joe. How are you on this? Joel, how are you on this morning? Brother Nesbitt, how are you on this morning? Pastor Richard, how are you doing on this morning? Great morning that it is. Good morning, Francine. How are you on this morning? Good morning, Minister Sent. How are you? Brenda is in the house as well on this morning. How about that? Good morning to everyone that I'm talking to and seeing here on the screen. Man, it's a good day. It's a good day. What you up to today? What you going to be doing today? Put it in the chat area, and also put in the chat area. You know what? You got to be ready for the storm. How are you? Carol, how are you? How are you this morning? Good morning to who is Lee J. How about that? Minister Yolanda. Good morning, Anna. Let me get that on the screen. There we go. Dan the man is in the house. LaFon is in the house as well. Carolyn is in the house as well. That DK, the Manna fam, welcomes you. I know you can't make it every here this morning. We're glad about that. Patrice, how are you? Liz, how are you? Tasha, how are you doing on this morning? My classmate, homegirl, Dolores, this morning. Coach Dagny is in the house. Let me greet a couple more folk and then to the word on this morning. That's right. It's a happy birthday to cousin Elder. Let me put this on the screen here. Angie Mobley. Man, they don't come no better than the Elder Mobley. They don't. That we have outstanding elders, but I just want to shout her out this morning. She's 21 years old. We bless God for her. Plus, years as well. But happy birthday. Good morning, Cynthia. How are you? Samara, how are you on this morning? Vicky, this morning. That's right. Let me get some more folk in here. That's right. Terrific Tuesday. You got it. Erica Lynn, my spiritual daughter, is in the house. Hillary is in the house as well. Let me get a couple of more folk, and then we're going to get right to it. You know what? It's all about on this morning, as I do this whole week, if you will, on protecting and storm-proofing your life and your leadership. You ready to get to the word on this morning? I got a word for you. You already know. Let's do it.
Good morning and welcome to Morning Manna, where in 5 minutes or less, you're going to get an impartation with the text, the talk, and the takeaway. Join the Morning Manna fam every weekday morning at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. Don't forget to put in the chat the revelation that you get and share the manna. Now, let's get ready to have some manna so you can make it through your day.
Is your framework built differently? What about your framework? Here's the text. Matthew 7:25. The rain came down, the streams rose, and the winds blew. You know the text. Hear it again for the first time. And it beat against that house, yet it did not fall, because it had its foundation, its framework on a rock. Everybody looks steady when the weather is good. The great theologian Mike Tyson said it better than anybody I can ever remember. He says, everybody got a plan till they get hit. But storms don't hit to destroy you. Not in a boxing match, but storms, they hit to reveal what you're built on. Are you built differently? And what about the framework of your structure? Now, in my book, Leading Through Storms, I talked about preparation as the proof of leadership maturity. Storm-proof leaders and storm-proof believers, they don't react, they're rooted. They don't panic when the pressure rises because their peace was poured in before the rain fell. There's three things I want you to get. There's three things I want you to get as a result of that. First thing is this. First is this. Anchor your soul. Anchor your soul. My soul is anchored in the Lord. How about that? Don't let feelings be your foundation or your framework. Build on the unshakable word of God. Don't let feelings be your foundation or your framework. Build your faith in the unshakable word of God. Number two, check your framework. Check your framework. Weak walls of pride, fear, isolation can't hold up under spiritual wind. Weak walls won't hold up. Three, seal the cracks. Seal the cracks. Yeah, seal the cracks. I'm not a guy that's big on, tinkering and hammering and all of that. I'll do it if necessary. I recall once I was doing some sealing with some stuff, some liquid nail, because I was putting some things up around to keep birds away, some little spikes. Messed around, got my finger on it. Was sealed all right. Let me try to pull that finger apart. That's what happens when you're dealing with life. You need to seal the cracks. What cracks am I talking about? Don't ignore the leaks. Unattended issues in character or relationships will sink a strong person every time. Seal the cracks. Seal the cracks. Check that. What's your takeaway this morning? Here it is. You can't control the weather, but you can control your framework foundation. You can't control the weather, but you can control the construction of the framework of your foundation. The Lord be with you today. May his face shine upon you and give you peace. If this bless you, bless somebody else. Don't keep it to yourself. I'll see you tomorrow morning, of course, with more Morning Manna.